I woke up suddenly in the middle of the night. I could hear weird noises in my house. I picked up my baseball bat, ready to kick some butt. It was totally dark downstairs, and ew, I could hear gross kissing noises. I turned on the light and found my sister making out with some guy. Rachel, what are you doing? You're married. Becca, it's okay. This guy is way richer. Rachel, if you don't stop this right now. Let's pause. Hi, I'm Rebecca, and this is my big sister Rachel, my only family, and the biggest gold digger in the entire world. Rachel was so stunning that guys literally proposed to her from moving cars. She knew she could get away with anything. She'd already been divorced 4 times. So where were we? Oh yeah. Rachel, if you don't stop this right now, I'm calling your husband. Becca, put the phone down. Then stop cheating. Rachel turned to her date and started making out with him in front of me. That's it. I dialed her husband and Rachel suddenly jumped on me. We rolled on the ground as she tried to wrestle the phone out of my hands. Hello? Ow! Your wife, ow, is cheating on you. Her husband literally zoomed back home and lost his mind. He broke up with Rachel and kicked us both out of his house. Ugh, Becca, how could you do this to me? You're the one who uses people for money. Shut up. You have no idea how hard it is to raise a family alone. She knew saying that would always make me feel guilty. She stormed away to make some calls and find a new place for us to live again. Living with Rachel was like being a nomad. Every time she found a new husband, my life turned upside down. I was the new kid always. Becca, I'm getting married. Please, tell me something new. She ignored my joke and gave me a bone-crushing hug. He's a millionaire film producer. I did it. We're going to be millionaires. And so I became the new girl again. We moved into a massive, glittery mansion and I met my new family. Hi, I'm Greg. Welcome to our home. This is my daughter, Diane. If looks could hurt, Diane would have literally set us on fire. I'm not sharing my house and my dad with you. I will make your life so miserable. There was no way she was serious, right? Wrong. I was eating cereal before my first day at school, and the second I took a bite, I knew something was off. This wasn't milk, it was paint. Diane cackled like a witch while I hosed my mouth clean. She'd ruined the outfit it took me hours to pick out. I turned the hose on her and totally soaked her from head to toe. She hit me back with her revenge at school. Just before lunch, a boy slid up to me with a weird smirk on his face. Hey, you're the girl who dates people for money, right? What? Diane had already spread a rumor about me. She told everyone I was a gold digger who would date anyone just for cash. So, you want to go out with me? I'm kind of with Diane, but I'll pay you big time to keep it a secret. Get away from me, you creep! I slapped him across his face. I stormed into the cafeteria and I was shocked to see everyone looking at me, whispering about me. I marched up to Diane. Hey, you told everyone I dated people for money? Not just you. Your sister too. That's why she stole my dad. I'm not my sister. I don't do that stuff. Liar. Then why did I turn your boyfriend down when he hit on me? Everyone gasped. Diane turned to her boyfriend, who lied instantly. It wasn't me, babe. She's a total liar. She came on to me, I swear. You hear that, everyone? Rebecca is a liar and a boy thief. Stay away from her. Well, this had to be a record. Everyone hated me in only one day. I was prepared to spend my time here alone. When months later, something changed. A new boy transferred to our school. His name was Zane, and he was so gorgeous that my heart melted just looking at him. I knew I had to become his friend before he heard the rumors about me. This was my only chance. I quickly wrote a note and passed it to him. Welcome to the school. I'm new. Want to meet for lunch? He read the note and gave me a glittering smile. Oh my God, so beautiful. Diane spotted us and shouted, "Ma'am, Rebecca is passing notes in class." The teacher glared at Zane. Did Rebecca pass this to you? No, miss, it's my note. It fell out of my book. The teacher walked away and Zane gave me a wink. He and I became friends instantly. We had so much in common. Neither of us had parents or a stable home. He knew what it was like to be a lonely nomad. Our connection made me truly happy. So obviously, Diane tried to ruin it. She showed up with her tribe of meanies during lunch one day. They pulled Zane away from me and started filling his ears with all their rumors. OMG, was I gonna lose my friend? Zane pushed the girls away. Dang girls, y'all need to quit gossiping. It's not gossip if it's the truth. I believe Becca, so back off. Zane walked away from them and came to sit down with me. I was literally looking at him with stars in my eyes. He was my new favorite person in the world. My crush on him magnified daily, and I was pretty sure he liked me too. One day, I saw Zane walking to my house with a bunch of lilies in his hand, and I nearly fainted. Was he gonna ask me out? Unfortunately, Rachel got to the door first. Becca, you're dating a Muslim boy and you didn't tell me? Stay out of this, Rachel. Look, I'll let you see Becca if you can pay $100 entry fee. You have to prove you're willing to fight for her. I don't have $100. He's Muslim and poor. Pfft, go away. He was so upset. Your family is weird, Becca. I'm out of here. Zane, no! He literally ran away from me. He refused to take my calls or reply to any of my texts. I cried my eyes out over that boy for days. I liked him so much. Even Diane noticed it. She came up to my room one day. I heard your sister asking Zane for money. You were trying to stop her? I told you, I'm not a gold digger. Then stand up to Rachel. Date that poor, hot Muslim guy. And why are you helping me? Hey, I'm a nice person. Now that I see you're not so bad, you could use my help. If Rachel catches me, she'll lose it. Then we'll just have to make sure she never finds out. I had no other allies, so I decided to trust her. She spoke to Zane and I got him to give me a chance to explain myself. I don't care if you're poor or rich. I haven't stopped thinking about you for one day. I haven't stopped thinking about you either, Becca. I'm sorry I didn't trust you. I put my finger against his lips. No more apologies. Only dates. He laughed and took me into his arms, giving me a kiss I would never forget. We planned our dates super carefully so Rachel would never catch us. I'd sneak out of my room at night, and Diane would sleep in my bed, pretending to be me under the covers. Her help gave me and Zane so much time to enjoy each other. It was the best time of my life. One day, Zane came to school looking totally freaked out. My foster family is sending me away. I might have to leave town. No way! You can't leave! I have nowhere to stay, no money to spend. I have no choice. Diane and I shared only one look before we both yelled, "You can live with us! We're millionaires and we live in a giant mansion. We can totally support you." But your sister hates me. So what? In such a big house, she'll never find you. We snuck Zane inside and gave him the room in the corner of the mansion where no one ever went. We'd take his meals to his room and sneak him out for school every day. One time, Rachel spotted him in the garden and she went, "Excuse me, who are you?" Zane made his voice all weird and deep.
The gardener. Bye now."
He ran away before she could get a look at his face. Whew. Rachel was starting to notice how friendly Diane and I had become. One day, she started grilling us. "What do you both keep doing in the corner of the house?" "Making out?" "Ew, you're stepsisters. Not related by blood." That was enough to get rid of Rachel for now. With Diane's help, I continued to do whatever I wanted right under her nose. After so many years of being lonely, I was finally happy. I had a friend and a loving, adorable boyfriend. Things were going great. So of course, Rachel did a Rachel thing and messed it all up. I came home from school early one day and found her making out with some guy on the couch. "You're cheating again?" OMG, Becca, get out. "No, you get out. You strange man, whoever you are. Out!" I kicked her boy toy as far away as I could. Then I turned to her with literal steam coming from my ears. "Don't be angry, Becca. I was kissing him because I'm pregnant with his baby." "You're what?" I basically fainted then. Once Rachel revived me, she told me how she'd fallen in love with this emerald mine owner in the last month. They'd had a moment of weakness and now she was pregnant. "This guy is even richer than Greg, so we're leaving, Rebecca." "Nuh-uh, no way." "Oh, come on. When you see his helicopter pad, you'll thank me." I put my foot down. I was not leaving this place. Not after I just started loving it here. We had the most intense shouting match of our lives before I could finally convince Rachel to stay. Fine. We will stay here on one condition. I will tell Greg this baby is his. You cannot blow my cover. You're gonna lie about that? If he finds out the truth, he'll kick us out. If you want to stay here, keep it quiet. I had no choice. I kept Rachel's secret, and 9 months later, she gave birth to a beautiful baby boy who Greg lovingly named Greg Jr. Awkward. One day, Rachel asked me to babysit Greg Jr. right when I was headed for a date with Zane. This was a super important date, our 2-year anniversary. So, I decided to take the baby with me. Big mistake. The owner of the diner where we ate called the cops on us because he thought we stole the baby. No amount of explanations could convince him, so finally, Rachel had to come down to the police station and get us out. She was furious. Going out with babies? Dating poor people? You are grounded forever, Becca. I mean, look who's talking. But I had something more important to deal with right now. We had to leave Zane outside some random house that he pretended was his. He had to walk all the way to our house and climb up the drain pipe to reach his room. I apologized so hard. It was so dumb of me to bring the baby. But Zane put a finger on my lips. No more apologies. Only dates. Aww. He kissed me deeply and I wrapped my arms around him. I couldn't believe we'd been together for 2 whole years. Suddenly the door burst open. Rachel was standing outside looking completely mental, and Diana was right behind her looking scared. Oh my God, how did she know we were here? Suddenly I realized Greg's baby monitor was still in my jacket. Rachel had heard us. She went completely nuts. She woke up the whole house and threatened to call the cops on Zane. He's our friend, and he needed a place to stay. He's probably a criminal, and he's using us for a roof. He's my boyfriend, and he loves me. Ugh, I am not gonna let some poor boy trick you out of your money. I'm calling the police. No, you will not call the cops on Zane, and if you do, you'll what? I'm gonna tell everyone your secret. Rachel looked at me like I was a ghost. I have stood by your side through everything. Just do this one thing for me. Let Zane stay. No, I won't. And you're bluffing. You'd never choose these strangers over your own sister. Well, I chose the strangers and revealed Rachel's secret. The moment Greg heard the truth about his baby, he started crying. Diane looked at me with complete betrayal. How could you not tell me? We were friends. She ran away, and I knew I'd broken her trust completely. Greg booked a hotel for Rachel and kicked her out of the house. When I started packing my things, he stopped me.
You and Greg Jr. are still my children. You can stay if you like. You too, Zane.
I literally burst into tears at this point. This place was home to me. Greg forgave me much sooner than Diane, who didn't talk to me for almost a year after that drama. But eventually we became friends again, and she was even my maid of honor when I married Zane 5 wonderful years later.